Taylor Swift, she's re-recording Fearless. Now, just touch base on this a little bit. Why does this make sense, and why is this important?
So Taylor has been in a dispute with is it Scooter Braun? I can't remember her manager.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's been in dispute for the longest time over her publishing.
Right.
And so she wanted to buy it flat out. And the guy who owns it was like, oh, hell no, I'm not going to sell you this. This is priceless to me. I'm making millions of dollars a year off of your publishing. Why would I sell this? And so she went public and did the blonde girl thing, and she cried about it. And everyone's like, oh, Taylor, but you signed these things away. That's your fault. And so she came up with a new strategy of, I'm going to just re-record all of my music, and I'm going to license my music that I re-recorded. So she went back and she did, this is the first album, Fearless. Mm-hmm. She went back, recorded the music again, and recorded the lyrics again. And now she's going to re-release the new version of it.
Right.
And so going forward, it's going to be fine, but she lost a ton of money because of this. And when you're a young artist, no one's thinking about publishing the way they're just like, oh, you're going to give me $2 million right now for rights to my songs. Okay. Like that's a lot of artists are thinking about this stuff, and they're not thinking long term. Like, do you remember when Michael Jackson bought the Beatles catalog, and I think it was Paul McCartney was fighting him over it?
Yeah, he bought that. I mean, they ended up selling that, right? Or does the Michael Jackson
he sold it. He sold it to Sony, I think.
Yeah, mm-hmm.
But you made hundreds of millions of dollars off of the Beatles catalog,
right?
And Paul McCartney is just asked out. There's nothing he can do.
No, I mean, it's the publishing. You don't own that.
Yeah,
now, didn't Taylor Swift, didn't Scooter Braun, didn't he sell the publishing to another company for like $300 million?
He sold
like
it. Yeah, he sold it to another company, which I think is genius. Yeah. Scooter, in all of this, Scooter Braun is continuing to win. He's not lost in any situation on this entire story.
The business. It's not like he's doing something illegal, right? I mean, that's just the business.
He was managing her. Mm-hmm. She gave the rights away. He scooped them up, and he's been printing money ever since. And now when she realized it, she was like, "Oh my God, this is the worst thing ever." And she tried to fight in court, and the court was like, "Get out of here, man! What are you wasting our time for?
It's all right.
Sign this. It's legal." And it's kind of similar to, the story about Dave Chappelle with his show.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So there's nothing he could do. Comedy Central had the rights to it. And he went to Netflix and was like, hey, just stop running it. And he asked the people to stop watching it. They did.
Yeah.
They devalued it.
Yeah.
And now they just said, all right, fine, you can have it back. Now that they don't need it anymore, which is cool. But Taylor still wanted to record albums, still make music. And so she had to drop off the Mac like Prince did when he was fighting Warner Brothers.
Right.
You had to drop off the map, change your name, and be like, don't worry about this thing anymore. It's worthless to me. This is the new stuff you got to worry about. Mm-hmm. And she didn't want to do that. And so I understand, it's a tough pill to swallow. I've signed publishing deals before. And when I signed them, I was like, it's going to be great. I'm just going to get some money real quick.
I just want to make music.
Business. Yeah, I just want to make business. Make music. It's going to be great. It's a business. You have to think about like a business. Like, what is these things worth to you? And the thing is, you have to bet on yourself. And a lot of these super artists, Katy Perry, Drake, all these super artists, they don't bet on themselves. They bet on the immediate money, and they take that. Mm-hmm. And, if you were a person that you sat on, like Jay-Z's worth rose considerably after he got his masters back, right? His publishing. That's the fact that he bet on himself.
Yeah.
And a lot of these artists, they refuse to do that. And then you get what you get. So I think that it's going to work out for her in the long run, but she lost out in hundreds of millions of dollars because she took too long to wake up to this thing.